Hey guys, Jared Weggeland here from Focus Group Florida, Keller Williams Realty. Focus Homes, your local custom home builder, and Focus Remodels when you love where you live and you want to make it better. All right, first of all, I've been away for a couple weeks. We had a little family situation, which most of you know about, and I really appreciate all the love and support you've been sending us. It's fantastic. My wife's feeling a lot better. She's home, she's getting the treatment that she needs, and we are on the road to recovery. So, first of all, thank you all very much for all the support and everything. I really appreciate it. All right, this week in real estate, the big news for Central Florida is the crashing housing supply. Oh my gosh, I turned my head and it just gets obliterated. So this week we looked at, we got our results in for our March housing supply numbers. They are as low as they were in July 2022. That's how far we've got to go back. We're at 1.7 months of supply. What does that mean? We need 6 months of supply to be at equilibrium, meaning same amount of sellers and buyers in equal market. We're at 1.73, and that means we have only 29%, so less than a third of the houses that we need to accommodate buyers in Central Florida are available on the market now. Wow, that is a very strong seller's market. Okay, that means that we have a 71% shortage. In other words, for every 29 homes available, there's 100 buyers. That is not helpful if you're trying to buy a house. So please, anybody who's thinking of moving and selling, please call your realtor. We need to get some houses out there to sell. All right, so that's the big news. Let's get into the rest of it to see what's happening. And I think that some of the stats are not going to be surprising. I'm looking here because this is where I got some of my stuff. Okay, so this week in Lakeland, only 68% of the new pendings were replaced by new listings. We've been talking about this for a few weeks, how there's been less and less listings being pendings being replaced by listings, and this is the result. And this is kind of what we're expecting. In Polk County, it was slightly better. 88% of new pendings were replaced by new listings. Still, when that number is below 100, that means our inventory is getting less. So that's where we are. This past 7 days, our average home sold. Sorry about this. Yeah, there we go. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house that's very consistent. 1,614 square feet, so a little smaller than we've been seeing. 187.42 per square foot on the asking list price, and 184.19 for the asking sold price. So when you're thinking about the value of your property, the average sold home was 184.19. That gives you an idea. Now that's the average, of course. So there's some up there in the 200s plus. They're beautiful. They're completely updated. They're completely remodeled. And there's some of them down here in the 100 to 150 that are just trashed, haven't been updated, aren't clean, aren't tidy, aren't presentable, need work when they go in. And if you're somewhere in the middle, then that's where you're going to be, about that 184 per square foot. Average list price was 302, 375. The average close price of 297, 428. The average sold price compared to list price is still, it's 98%, so that's pretty high. Not a lot of seller concessions. Average day ups on the market is 47. So even though they have this massive shortage, it's still taking about 6 weeks to get a house off the market. And I think partially, I know for my particular clients, when they're going, unless they're looking for fixer-uppers, a lot of these houses aren't in great shape. So when something in good shape comes on the market, it does get snapped up. All right, so average close price, as you can imagine, with the interest rates being as they are, those are depressing the prices, not meaning that the people can only afford so much. So even though we're still at 184 per square foot, which is healthy, the average price is going down simply because if those rates are higher. It is what it is. It's what they can afford. So for this week at 297, 428 was our average sold price. That's 8% difference from the average sold price same week a year ago. All right. So if we look at our graph on this one, then you'll definitely see a plateau in pricing when we look at our 12-week average. That sort of helps us see what the overall trends are. Days on the market have been in that 40 range for a while. Also on the 12-week average, you'll see that graph plateauing like this, okay? And it kind of is bumping along at the top. That's telling us that that's kind of where we are for now. And if I look back for several weeks, it's been in the 40s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks, 2.5 months. It's been in the 40s. So that's kind of where we are, which is not terrible. It's not like you have to go out today and there's going to be 27 offers on that house. But you do have to move on properties that are nice and that are unique. And I'll give you an example. So I had a client, they couldn't go out till Tuesday. Nice property on 1+ acres. That's not super common in this particular location where they're looking. And so it got snapped up because it's kind of a unique property. That's how it goes. Another one we had was beautiful home, updated, 500,000. Boom. Didn't take long at all. And it was gone because it's beautiful, it's updated, it's a good location. Then you've got other homes where they haven't fixed anything, they haven't updated anything. They're going to sit around a while because then people have to start thinking, okay, let's see what's out there and can I handle some of these projects that I would like to do to update them, not necessarily to make them platinum level, but to make them more modern for today's standards. That's the type of decisions they're making. You'll see that because of a symptom of lower listings is fewer sales. So you'll see on the graph, boy, they had gone up all the way up to 500 in a week, down to the 300s. And for this particular week, we were at 408. So that 400 number, if you recall, over time is a decent number for the county. And for Lakeland, we were at 100. The canceled, withdrawn, expireds is following a similar pattern. This particular week was low, 5, 2, and 6 respectively. Only 5 canceled, 2 withdrawn, 6 expired. It's pretty low relative to everything that we've talked about. We go to our active listings, and you'll see that graph is going down. Let's just look back at. I'm just looking back at the table right now to see maybe where we had a little peak, and we were there in about December. Yeah, there we go. 735 was the peak active listings in Lakeland in November 2022. Today we have 498. So less than that's almost, what do we got there? About 230 less. So if we have 230 over 735, so 30% decrease. That's a pretty big number. And if we look at the county, we had 3,625 listings in November, and now we have 2,887. That's a pretty big jump. So what have we got there? Another 600, 200, maybe 700 to 800 less listings. That's a lot when you've got people looking for houses. The price drops. You'll notice that the percentage of listings is continuing to go down that have a price drop each week. Two things: sellers are being very realistic on, hey, this is what appraisals are coming in, this is what people are buying for, and also those homes being purchased that are in good shape. All right, so that's our update. So what we're asking you is, please sell your house if you need to move, or if you'd like to. You're going to get good money for your house. You're going to be able to tap into your personal equity to do whatever you want with. We'd love to help you. Please call your realtor about that. Make sure you look at the various links down here. We have all different programs, you know, about our home swap where you can buy your next house first. So if you're freaking out because you don't think that you'll be able to find one you'd like to buy, do that first. Call me. Let me know. Let me explain how that works to you. We do have cash offer investors if you're interested, and they can be very flexible, meaning when that closing occurs, you can have it under contract so you can go and get another house with a very strong contingency, so that you don't have to have an in-between move, close, and then get out. Anyway, so go down there, and I'm just looking at this week to see if there's anything particular in the area that I want to share with you. So we've got on Thursday, we do have the Chamber of Commerce. If you're involved with that, they've got an activity on Thursday night, which is usually fun. And then on Saturday, Prehistoricon is happening in Mulberry. which is kind of cool. So anybody who's got an interest or children who love dinosaurs and things prehistoric on would be pretty fun. All right, that was an extra long video this week. Sorry about that. It's been a while. We're feeling a lot better at the house. My energy level's coming back, and so it's good to see you guys again. Please call if you have any questions about real estate. We'd love to help you. Take care. Jared signing off. Bye bye.